From CBS 3 Duluth, this is the CBS 3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. We're going to take a live look now from Bayfield as the rain continues to come down across the region. And meteorologist Dave Anderson is joining us now. Dave, on top of that rain, some areas in Wisconsin are under a tornado warning.
Yeah, it kicked up about 5 o'clock, and it's been continued and extended now, and extended, in fact, until 6:15 p.m. So the latest for the warning here. It is now in effect until 6:15, as we mentioned, for northeastern Bayfield and northwestern Ashland counties. And being threatened right now are places like Ino, Ashland, Washburn, Bayfield, LaPointe, and Odana, as a potentially tornadic storm rumbles along a cold front boundary here. National Weather Service radar in Duluth has indicated rotation possible in the storm system sliding through that neck of the woods. And nothing's been spotted on the ground yet, but the potential is there. That's why we're being cautious. So this line of storms rolled through Douglas County just about an hour ago and left a lot of rain in its wake. So now we're looking at a flood warning there until 9:45 tonight. Again, the tornado warning for the Ashland area in effect until 6:15. Severe thunderstorm warning now for parts of Bayfield, Ashland, and Iron counties goes until 7 o'clock. And the places marked in yellow right now on the Wisconsin side of the border, tornado watch in effect until 1 o'clock in the morning. So all that humidity and warmth we got yesterday, now that's been turned into rain as that cold front knifes into it. And there you can see the line of severe weather running from Ashland down towards the Hayward area and even extending down towards Rice Lake. So if your part of the country here hasn't seen rain yet, you're looking at a 70 to 90% chance of getting some here as the night goes on, even in the Upper Peninsula. No watches for folks there yet, but you know, storm systems know no borders. They cross whatever they want to cross. Getting a look at the forecast now for the short term then. Tonight, indeed, there's that 70 to 90% chance of rain for all necks of the wood. Low temps will be in the upper 40s for a lot of places. And that'll be followed by calmer conditions on Tuesday. Behind the cold front is a high pressure system from Canada that'll clear us up and cool us down. Probably 60s for the week ahead, so no more 80s like we saw yesterday. Now, before I give things back to Kristen for the news here, let's just take a quick look at some of the rain totals that have come down so far. Oh, take a look at International Falls, 2 inches, 1 3/4 inches for Aiken, 1/3 of an inch in the Twin Ports now, but the way it's been coming down, yeah, there we go, almost a 1/2 inch now, over 2 inches for Solon Springs. This is really punching a hole into the drought that we're facing, and if it turns out to be too much rain tonight, like folks in Douglas County are finding out with that flood warning, well, we should be dry for the most part for the week ahead. We'll take a look at that 7-day forecast in more detail, of course, too, in a couple of minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Well, big news from Pfizer today. The pharmaceutical company announced testing has shown their COVID vaccine is effective in kids ages 5 through 11. Though the FDA would need to give its own approval before shots can be given out, local healthcare providers are already planning ahead. And CBS 3's Quinn Gorham joins us now with more on what this announcement means and what we can expect from hospitals in our area.
Well, Kristen, I spoke with a doctor at St. Luke's who says even though Pfizer's announcement is promising, it doesn't mean much just yet. Dr. Andrew Thompson, an infectious disease doctor at St. Luke's, says the FDA would still need to approve the vaccine for kids aged 5 through 11. The FDA would look at the data provided by Pfizer before making a recommendation and eventually a possible authorization. Thompson says that'll likely boil down to how complete Pfizer's data actually is. He says data in a press release can sometimes be misleading, but companies like Pfizer will provide complete data to the FDA before it's approved. Still, he says today's announcement is a good sign.
Really, what I'm seeing out of their press release headline is that this is safe and effective in that age group. So that's very good news.
Now, Thompson says if the vaccine is approved for kids aged 5 through 11, healthcare providers would then be able to determine which groups to prioritize first and how they would distribute those doses. Another important thing that hospitals will need to consider is CDC recommendations. Those recommendations would help them determine how to distribute the vaccine, what age group to distribute it, and who should get it first. Priorities, I guess.
Yeah, and we'll have more from you tonight at 10 as well. And also, Essentia issued a statement saying they intend to follow FDA recommendations also. Thank you, Quinn. And now the latest on the Greenwood fire. Containment is growing and MnDOT has reopened the state highway that's been closed for more than a month. Today, forest officials announced Highway 1 near Isabella is back open. Tomorrow, all of the closure area north of Highway 1 will reopen, including several BWCA entry points and rustic campgrounds. At this time, the fire remains 80% contained. It started just over a month ago by lightning. It's destroyed 14 homes and cabins, as well as 57 outbuildings. At least 6 local logging contractors from Minnesota stepped up to help fight the Greenwood fire. They've been working to clear some of the trees around the perimeter to help establish control lines. CBS 3's Kendall Jarbo explains what will be done with all the leftover timber.
Thousands of trees are piled up along Highway 1 near Isabella. They were put there by contractors to create a shaded fuel break, slowing the spread of the Greenwood fire.
And the result of that is all this timber that's sitting here. So this material came from the work that's been done on those 2 roadways. We also have one other location that the material is decked at.
With all this timber, there's now a plan to make sure it's properly repurposed.
And we're hoping to have this wood advertised through the DNR's permitting process in the near future so that this wood can go to the forest products manufacturers in the local area.
Going back to the contractors who volunteered to help create the shaded fuel breaks in the first place. This is an example of a shaded fuel break off of Highway 1. In this area, crews have cleared out many of the fuels so that if the fire got to this point, it wouldn't be able to spread as easily. Also, heavy machinery and trucks would be able to get through this area. Shaded fuel breaks are one of the many ways firefighters can help battle the flames.
So they use the machinery to clear through here. We also had hand crews coming through. There's some mulch material in here that did some mulching, and they get the brush and the large material out of the way so that if they do need to set fire to kind of provide some protective space, that they have that ability to do so.
Removing the trees was a necessary step to stop the fire's spread. And selling it to local contractors ensures it won't get wasted.
The timber for sale wasn't burned by the fire, so it can be used to make paper, boards, and other lumber products. The DNR expects contracting permits to be available in the coming weeks. The wife of an Iron Range State Senator David Tomassoni is accused of assaulting him. Charlotte Tomassoni is married to State Senator David Tomassoni. She was arrested at their home in Chisholm around 6:30 Sunday night. According to a police report, Charlotte Tomassoni hit her husband in the chest with a painting stick and threw his computer. She also allegedly threatened to stab him. David Tomassoni told police his wife was likely intoxicated at the time. Charlotte Tomassoni pleaded not guilty to misdemeanor domestic assault today. She'll be back in court next month. Senator David Tomassoni recently revealed his ALS diagnosis.
Well, here's a live look at what's going on in Ashland right now. The big line of storms is passing through that town, and it's dumping a lot of rain in that neck of the woods and starting to kick the winds up as well. So we're still looking at trouble in northern Wisconsin, including the Ashland area. Tornado warning in effect until at least 6:15. Hopefully it moves into the lake and leaves people alone, but keep in mind it could extend itself because we're looking at a tornado watch. Those counties marked in yellow till 1 o'clock in the morning here on Tuesday. The orange stripe there going south of the Ashland area, that's a severe thunderstorm warning right now. And the green in Douglas County is a flood warning. So we received a lot of rain, a lot of thunderstorms, and more could be coming as the night goes on. We'll be back with the latest right after this break.
You're watching the CBS 3 News at 6 with Kristen Vaki, sports with Kelly Hinseth, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, Local, CBS 3.
Fall savings are now at Home Furniture. Everything is on sale. Plus, 3-year special financing with no money down, no minimum purchase, and free shipping. Fall savings going on now at Home Furniture.
Oh, that spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat.
Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless.
What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password?
It's Buick Envision. That's a really tight spot.
I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
The all-new Buick Envision, built around you, all of you. Pay no interest for 72 months, plus current eligible Buick owners get $500 purchase allowance on 2021 Buick SUV models. Visit your Lake Country Buick dealer.
Yay! Here you go, sweetheart.
It's your first savings account.
A savings account? Imagine the possibilities.
Oh, no.
But I really wanted a basketball.
You may dribble me.
Imagining a bright future? Let's see how we can help. National Bank of Commerce. We make more possible.
This is the internet that keeps the TV streaming, the meetings zooming, the playlist flowing, and the doorbell showing
Anybody home?
who's coming and going. This is the internet that powers the workout, that does the homework, that makes the lights work, that makes for light work, and makes...
Don't forget to pick up Charlie.
...your life work. This is the internet that keeps it all connected and has hundreds of people who ensure it's protected.
Nice try, hackers.
This is the internet voted best because it's extreme, nothing less.
The worst of times can bring out the best in each of us. Doctors, nurses, and frontline workers have labored selflessly to keep us safe during the health crisis of our lifetime. How do we thank these heroes? It's simple. Get your COVID vaccine so we can end this pandemic. Strong variants are on the rise, and we don't want to put these heroes through another health crisis. They have given their all. Now it's up to you. Please do your part. For you, for them, for us.
Get fall savings on area rugs now at Homeworld Rugs with up to 10% off sale prices on select area rugs with a variety of shapes, sizes, patterns, and colors on sale now. Plus 3-year special financing. Fall area rug savings going on now at Homeworld Rugs.
Please don't go over there bugging Calvin.
Calvin's my best friend. How could I ever bug him?
Why are you bugging me now, Dave?
Let's keep this party rocking.
Look at this DNA website. Calvin, we're related.
Say what now?
Turn it up. Bring it in, cuz.
That means you are...
Hopefully adopted. Welcome to the family, Cousin Dave.
The Neighborhood. New season begins tonight, 8/7 Central on CBS.
Well, here's the latest on the severe weather that's threatening northwestern Wisconsin here this evening. Still looking at a tornado warning in effect until 6:15 for northeastern Bayfield and northwestern Ashland counties. Right now, Duluth National Weather Service radar indicates the worst of the storms are around Barksdale, LaPointe, Odena, and moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. Of course, moving northeast should put them into the lake, where that cooler air should kill the things, and then they won't harass any good citizens anymore. But we've got a slew of alerts to talk about here for northwestern Wisconsin. We'll start one direction and work towards the other. In green in Douglas County, that's a flood warning in effect until 9:45. And of course, the red near the Apostles in Ashland and Washburn and Bayfield. Red Cliff, that's the tornado warning in effect for at least a few more minutes. Watch out, folks. Be ready to seek shelter if you hear a tornado coming your way. It's supposed to sound like a freight train. Now, the orange slice from Bayfield into Ashland to Iron counties is a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 7 o'clock. And then, of course, the yellow indicates a tornado watch in effect until 1 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday. Looking at the latest Doppler map here, indeed, a cold front knifing through warm, moist air is stirring up the showers and thunderstorms now in northwestern Wisconsin. Brought good soaking rain to Minnesota earlier in the day, and now it's in Wisconsin and threatening to overtake the UP as the night goes on as well. Folks in the UP don't face any advisories or alerts right now, but of course, as like we mentioned a few minutes ago, storm systems know no boundaries. They'll cross where they want to go. So folks in Ironwood, for example, Bessemer, you're looking at some storm potential as the night goes on as well. Well, let's see how things are looking here in the Ashland area. It looks like the intense rains have slowed down just a little bit as that line of storms moves through that neck of the woods. But now the winds seem to be picking up because the trees are dancing pretty well. You know, for a couple more hours, indeed, it could be pretty stormy around here, but by tomorrow already things are going to ease up and go towards the calm side of life. But now here's a look at rain totals since midnight. And International Falls has received a hair over 2 inches. Hibbing close to 3/4 now, almost a ½ inch in Ely and in the Twin Ports. More than 2 inches in Solon Springs, and 6/10 has fallen in Hayward. So as we go through Ashland and Iron counties, yeah, you're looking at some more rain coming through that neck of the woods as well. And Gogebic County, I think you've got a good shot of getting some too. Current conditions, 57 degrees at the airport right now. So that cold front has really knocked temperatures down from the mid-80s yesterday to upper 50s now. 93% for the relative humidity, mixed in with a north wind at 15 miles per hour. Low barometric pressure reading at 29.6 as our low works through the area. Current temperatures indicate where that cold front has been, and that's Minnesota, where the high temps or the current temps have fallen into the 50s. And through much of northern Wisconsin, we've dropped temperatures into the low 60s. And now where the clouds are thicker along the frontal boundary, we're dropping into the 60s as well, places like Ashland, but still in the 70s for Ironwood and Watersmeet. So I do think this line of storms will cross into the UP here in the next couple of hours. So here's another look at the Doppler map, where we've seen over the past few hours this system come in out of Minnesota, work through the Twin Ports into northwestern Wisconsin, now threatening, of course, the Apostle Islands, and then Ashland, Iron counties, and Gogebic County as well as the night goes on. But like we mentioned, the night won't go on forever. By tomorrow morning, high pressure settling in behind the cold front brings back sunny conditions, which should rule the roost for the most part for the rest of the week ahead. Maybe we get a little bit more rain on Friday, but other than that, it should be high and dry, if a little bit cool. High temps this week only in the 60s. Let's get a look at the forecast here. After an indication of how much more rain could fall as the night goes on, and some places like Ashland might get another inch as the night goes on, and Ironwood could pull a ½ of an inch and maybe a third towards Watersmeet. Okay, now to the forecast tonight for Minnesota. We're looking at low temps in the 40s to 50s, 70% chance for more rain for your neck of the woods. Wisconsin and Michigan, it's a 90% chance for more rain if you haven't seen it yet. Lows 47 to 50. But then tomorrow it'll calm down, mostly sunny in the 60s for Wisconsin and the UP, and mostly sunny in the 60s as well for Minnesota. And as we unfold this extended forecast, you'll see that's the way things will roll for much of the rest of the week. The only exception seems to be Friday, with a 40% chance of showers. High temps go about 60 to 68 this week. Overnight low temps should run about 42 to 48 degrees. And for the most part then, Kristen, that's just a little bit cooler than normal, but not drastically.
Yeah, I'm glad to see there will be some calm weather after today's storms that some folks are seeing.
And of course, folks in northwestern Wisconsin, perhaps the UP as well, under the gun for the next couple hours. So keep an eye on CBS 3. We'll break in if needed.
All right. Thank you, Dave. A nearly $40 million convention center is now open on the Iron Range. A ribbon-cutting ceremony is underway in Virginia as the Iron Trail Motors Event Center is now open to the public. The renovated Miners Memorial Facility is just part of the new 120,000 square foot, $38 million facility. It's a multi-use space that will be used for concerts, trade shows, and other events. There are also 2 hockey arenas. We'll hear from community leaders about what this addition means to the range coming up tonight at 10. Well, Kelly joins us now. Kelly, I'm sure you'll be covering some games there.
Oh, always.
Exciting stuff.
We love our range hockey.
Yes,
love
we do.
But I know we don't want to talk about it, guys, but we got to talk about it. What went wrong with the Minnesota Vikings yesterday? Well, I'll tell you, coming up next in sports.
Pre-order your 2022 Crestliner boat at RJ Sports.
CBS 3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChef.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChef.com, a better way to buy.
With locations throughout the Northland and northern Wisconsin, Super One Liquor has you covered for all of your party and gathering needs. We have a commitment to deliver outstanding service, variety, and top quality wines and spirits. And don't forget the best variety of ice-cold beer and beverages, all at the low prices you've come to expect. Super One Liquor. Come for the service, leave with the savings.
Do you have a family history of heart attacks? Are you a heart attack survivor? If you answered yes to one or both of these questions, then this message may save your life. No magic pills or potions, just pure science and early detection. If heart attacks run in your family, or if you're a heart attack survivor, you're more likely to develop a second one due to your unique genetic makeup. That's why you need an easy-to-use heart attack genetic test kit. The absolute truth of it is, this genetic test kit may save your life. Call right now to get your test kit mailed directly to your home. If you're on Medicare, you can have this test done at little to no cost. Call now to qualify in minutes. With early detection, you can take action to help prevent suffering from a heart attack. Call the Heart Attack Screening Helpline at 800-299-9598. That's 800-299-9598. Because there's so much more life left ahead of you.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
Yay! Here you go, sweetheart.
It's your first savings account.
A savings account? Imagine the possibilities.
Oh, no.
But I really wanted a basketball.
You may dribble me.
Imagining a bright future? Let's see how we can help. National Bank of Commerce. We make more possible.
Now, CBS 3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
Up in the polls once again. After the 29-23 road victory at Winona State this past Saturday, UMD football has risen to number 11 in the most recent AFCA National Coaches Poll. The Bulldogs had previously been pinned as the number 13 team in the country. That was last week. UMD received a total of 434 voting points to move up 2 spots in the poll. The Bulldogs still remain the top-ranked team out of the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference. Looking at the rest of the NSIC field, Minnesota State, Mankato hold down the number 20 spot, and Augustana is currently ranked number 22. And UMD will look to crack the top 10 this weekend. They host the Wildcats of Wayne State College on Saturday, September 25th, right here in Duluth. If you can't be there in person, that game you can catch on the My9 Sports Network. Kickoff is at 6 o'clock p.m. And in baseball news, the Milwaukee Brewers are officially playoff bound for the 4th consecutive season. They'll have the opportunity to clinch their 3rd NL Central title this week. The Brew Crew have 13 games left, and 7 of them are against the St. Louis Cardinals. And if they win just 2 games against the Cards, that'll lock things up. First pitch at American Family Field is tonight at 6:40 p.m. And sticking in Wisconsin, the Green Bay Packers were quick to forget last week's loss on the road and focus on tonight's NFC battle on Monday night. Lambeau Field set to welcome fans for Monday night's home opener between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions for the first full-capacity regular season game at Lambeau since 2019. Now, although the Lions and the Packers both come in at 0-1, Packers are 11.5-point favorites. And that crowd noise in Green Bay will certainly help them out.
I think our guys will we will feel that energy, we will feel that enthusiasm. And so I'd ask our fans to be extremely loud when we're on defense.
7:15 is the kickoff time in front of that first full capacity crowd at Lambeau in 2 years. We'll have an update tonight on CBS 3. Well, there was a lot of good that came out of yesterday's Vikings game. A pick six, 0 turnovers, 177 total rushing yards, and 3 touchdown passes from our quarterback, Kirk Cousins. But it came down to a missed field goal. Have you heard that before, Vikings fans? The Vikings are now 0-2 and have dropped the first 2 games of the season for the 2nd straight year under Vikings head coach Mike Zimmer because of a missed field goal. But the team stressed that one loss does not fall on a single guy. And yeah, that includes Greg Joseph, the kicker.
As a team, we got to stick together. We can't lose confidence because of one play. I was able to talk to him in the locker room.
We were just saying it's a curse.
That game, watched it from start to finish, and at the end there was like 42 seconds left on the clock. And it's 2nd down. I'm going, no, don't burn out the clock. Don't burn out the clock, Mike Zimmer. Try again to go for, I don't care if it's 27 yards, however, if it's 15 yards, I don't care. Go for the touchdown.
Yeah.
But no, we put it on one guy's shoulders, and they don't understand. No matter who the kicker is, it doesn't matter. It's going to come down to a missed field goal.
I know.
I'm not upset about this at all. I'm not.
And you should have seen her yesterday.
This is after 24 hours of having it sink in. But 0-2, we're just going to let it sink in. We're going to enjoy the Packers game tonight. Hopefully, they're playing Detroit, so that should be a W. But
We'll see what happens. Still early in the season. We'll keep it positive.
Yes.
Thanks, Kelly. All right. Well, Dave joins us now. Dave, you've been having your eye on the sky all night long here.
Yeah, and as planned, luckily, the tornado warning for northern Wisconsin did pass away. It moved out into the lake and weakened beyond the criteria to be thought of as tornadic. But we still have a slew of other advisories facing northern Wisconsin as the night goes on. So in green in Douglas County, flood warning until 9:45 tonight from heavy rains that fell with this system. In northern Wisconsin, just to the south of Ashland and going through Ashland County, Iron County, and now shoreline of Gogebic County, severe thunderstorm warning until 7 o'clock here tonight. And in yellow in northern Wisconsin, tornado watch until 1 o'clock in the morning as this line of showers and storms continues to track through the region. Already brought heavy rain to a lot of Minnesota, now bringing heavy rain to northwestern Wisconsin, and slated to slide into the UP here as our night goes on. But once the night goes on and gets over with, things are going to calm down. It's not going to stay nasty forever. We're looking at a 70% rain chance tonight till perhaps 1 o'clock in the morning. But then come Tuesday, high pressure takes over. It'll become mostly sunny. High temps in the lower 60s is a hair cooler than normal, but not really so bad at all.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you at 10 o'clock.